Hi everyone, it's Annette and Julie.
Hi, we're here to show you our spring release. We're here at the office and we're going to show you everything that's new.
So we're gonna go ahead and start off with our new batik line. This first one here is,
This is natural, and we created this line as a batik lookalike. Of course, it's not real batik per se, but we are really proud of how this turned out as a print. So the first one is natural. The second one is cardinal.
next we've got carnation,
Beautiful royal. I think it's gorgeous.
the perfect summer color peacock,
And of course, must have viola. If you haven't checked out the color viola, this is a great way to start with it. We love the viola color. We've done lots of new things in it.
this next one here is navy, stable color,
Evergreen,
here's alloy,
and black. You may have noticed that we have given you much larger samples than normal. We usually would give you headers to see, but today we decided we'll cut larger pieces so that you can see the prints beautifully. So everybody's been waiting for our sea turtle. So we did two colorways in sea turtle, and this one is called turtle in green sea. Remember that it's green, the turtles are green. That's how you remember what color it is. Green sea turtle. And then we did blue ocean as well. So this is a little more of an aqua background, and then the turtles are actually kind of a dark royal or a midnight, but we're calling it blue ocean. So these are going to be very popular. Then we have some little smaller samples here, but this is our dragonfly, and we called this midnight. And you know what? We put aquas and belize and things like that with it. Oh my goodness, everything matched it. Every single color that we put with it matched those dragonflies. They're gorgeous.
here's the second colorway for that same print, dragonfly. This one is in the color misty lilac.
This one may be hard to see. We're calling this flutter, and it is it's actually a butterfly. And in the light that you're in, you may not see it as well, but it is absolutely beautiful. It's a turquoise, of course, butterfly on kind of a magenta and purple background. Really pretty. So we're moving on. We did two new kids prints, both of which I think are just great. They're going to be great for bedding, especially because they're of a larger scale. And this is Come Fly With Me. And we put a couple pieces of Luxes with it. We did a piece of Mandarin, which goes great. And we did Galaxy and Limeade. Now, there were so many choices for this. We had so many pieces that we could have brought. We only chose these two. You can see that the background is all kinds of arubas and salt waters, and other green shades go with it. There's so many things that went with it, so it was a great, easy pick.
The second one is called Dig, and we've also selected two colors that coordinate very nicely with this one. We've got the golden Luxe Cuddle hide here, as well as basil in the new Luxe Cuddle glacier. But there's definitely still a lot more colors like denim and bluebell that will coordinate with this as well.
And spice, the new hide from last time, spice goes really nice with it. Of course, all the silvers and grays go really nice too. This next grouping is called Fantasy, and pretty easy to see why. So we thought we had enough unicorns, but we needed one more unicorn. And we really love this piece. We think this is going to be a delight every little girl and big girl that thinks that they need a unicorn in their life. So we then we removed, so this is called Unicorn Skies in color Vivid. And it is very bright. I don't know how it's coming off on screen, but it's very bright and very pretty. Lots and lots of things go with it.
Definitely, lots of colors will coordinate with these prints.
So the second one is Fantasy. We're just calling it plain Fantasy, and it's also color Vivid. And we also think that this deserved its own print, just removing the unicorns from it, because I think it's just going to be a great one to do bedding out of as well.
This next one here is our Mystic Norwales in the color Raspberry. Definitely a lot of new colors that will go with it, as well as many of the Luxe Cuddle sorbets that we just got in last month.
It's a really fun piece. Very, very fantasy. And we decided that if your fantasy is going to Paris, then this is the perfect piece for you. So this is Parisian in noir, and it's actually black and gray. I hope it's not pulling off any colors from the things that are kind of around it still, but it's beautiful. We love the artwork on it. We just think it's just a really, really beautiful piece of Paris. And we see a lot of Paris prints, but this is really outstanding. Moving into the florals. Now we did a lot of new florals. Again, scales a little on the larger side, and they make great blankets and great throws, but you can still strip these into quilts as well. This particular one is called Flower Shop, and in color fuchsia. But I want to point out that there's a lot of oranges mixed into the pinks, which really brings this alive. And there's a little bit of yellow then tucked into these. But all the magentas and the carnation, which happens to be carnation hide, they go great with it. Great. Another colorway in it?
So this is going to be cornflower. And the colors that go perfect with this one are going to be the
Lemon Drop?
Lemon Drop Galaxy, as well as
Perry
in Galaxy.
And of course cornflower goes with it as well, but we thought that was too obvious, so we picked a couple extras that are super pretty with it. When you see a big piece of lemon drop, you see all the bright, darker pieces of it. There's also a new color coming along called Sun, and you'll see that very soon. That goes really nice with it. The next one is called Petal. We did this in 3 colorways because we thought it was so beautiful. And so the scale is very large on it, but I think it only emphasizes the gorgeousness of it. And so it's Dusty Rose is the color on this one. And then we have 2 other colors in it.
So this one here is Tulip, and it goes perfectly with our Viola Luxe Cuddle hide, but there's going to be many other shades of purple like lavender, pansy, that'll go with all of these as well.
There were so many colors. Bellflower goes lovely with it as well as don't miss the basil in the center there. The basil looks really pretty with it. This color, this colorway is called Powder, which is a blue, of course, and then we wanted to highlight the pinks in it, and there were so many pinks that went with it, but I personally chose this one because I thought it was so pretty. It's Heather Cotton Candy, and we love Heather because it has the 2 tones in it so that it brings out all the colors of this, but Bubblegum worked with it really great as well. And lastly, please don't miss the detail of this piece of art. I think this is just beautiful. It has the bees on it, and of course everybody loves the bees because Mother Earth needs bees. And so we all thought this was really gorgeous with, of course, the flowers and the color purples in there. But the pansy, do you just think that just makes it come alive? I do. And then, of course, there's many greens that go with it, and then you can pull in the viola back again. The bellflower comes back to it as well. So Annette is doing a great job to help us on the website with color matches, and so you'll start seeing lots of color matches on our prints, so that she's taken the time to go back and look in the line and match things one by one. So you'll see that this will have pansy listed there. It will have multiple other things listed with it. Hopefully that will help everybody make better selections. We're now to the Hero series. So we felt it apropos for the time that we are living in right now, that we should do a Hero series and honor the people that have taken such good care of us. And so the first ones that we're doing are...
This first one here is our Ribbon Hope. And you'll see that it has the pink ribbons inside with really beautiful florals. This will also have many, many colors that go with it. We've paired it up here with Luxe Cuddle Hide in Bubblegum. But you'll see that you'll be able to use many different shades of pink, as well as all of like the lavender, tulip tones. You'll be able to use baby blue.
I have to tell you also that Luna Tomato looked beautiful with it. It was a great...
it really brings out that pop of the bright color that is in this one here.
The reddy tone. I think it's really great. So I expect a lot of blankets to be made out of this print. We hadn't received fabric yet, so we chose to show you in a picture form instead. So
this one here is our Ribbon Courage in the color Jewel. And we've got the second colorway in Ribbon Hero in the color Sunshine.
Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Some of you know what that means. Okay, this is probably my favorite print. Two favorite prints. This is where the Hero series started in honoring the nurses, the brave nurses, the heroes in our life. And I've said to many nurses over my lifetime how proud I am to be acquainted with them. And it's a job that I couldn't personally do, but I'm very proud of them for doing it. And here is our ribbon, or excuse me, our nurse print. And so it's two colors that we really haven't had much of in the line, but we chose to honor the nurses with these two colors. The green is going to be called Spearmint, and that's the name of the colorway. So it's called Nurses Spearmint. You'll be seeing a spearmint coming very, very soon. And then it goes just gorgeous with Rose Quartz Galaxy. And so this is a little lighter than what this color is. And we're going to try to do a solid rose quartz in it. So we'll see how that comes along here real fast. Then we took the floral from it and we made a larger version of it, which we call Lively Floral. It's also called Spearmint. You can see that the colors pulled out really, really well. We put probably 6 or 7 different things with it, including lattice and garnet looked really nice with it. Red hide looked really nice. Of course, ink looks beautiful. That's the dark color in there is ink. And there are several greens in it, the Lodens and things like that. They go really well with it. Pull this back. So the next in our hero series is paramedics. And the paramedic color in this particular one is scarlet. And so we wanted to just highlight the scarlet, but I also want you to know that Belize as well as ink looks really great with it. This had a lot of choices. There's a little tiny bit of black in it, but overall it's ink. You know, that's our new navy that's darker than navy is. And then there's silvers in it as well. And then we also have MD. So we couldn't leave our doctors out. And so it goes with cardinal, and it also goes back to the Belize, and of course the ink. I think that turned out really nice, don't you, Annette?
I do too.
Last in the hero series for before military is police. So again, there were many colors that went with it. Scarlet goes really nicely, ink as well. This is called Police in Blue Line. That's the colorway, is Blue Line. So I think this turned out really neat as well. All right, last in the prints, we previously had done some military prints, and we decided that we were going to add some camos to them. Actually, that came as a request. So you can see that we've added one camo, one mini camo, we're calling them, and then we coordinated it back to the appropriate military arms that it matched with. So you can, I think you can probably see very clearly for yourselves how great they came. They match beautifully. There's no concern about the prints not matching, really super well.
And a lot of these will go with the new Luxe Cuddle camo as well. So if you guys have any suggestions for any other prints or, you know, solids that you'd like us to carry, make sure you let us know in the comment section below.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on because we have quite a few new Luxes as well. We want to share the Luxes with you. So, Annette, if you grab the other half of this pile, then we can get this over here. So, okay. So this one has already actually been released and it has done super well so far. It is a seal tiger. And this is our challenge, is to get you to be able to see the beauty of how deep and rich the pile is. The pile in this is so fluffy and so, I don't know, cloudish.
It's like that buttery cloud feeling.
Just something that you just
want
to snuggle in.
There's really nothing that compares to Luxe Cuddle Seal.
There is nothing. So this is our first print. So the second print is right below. And
so this is the new Luxe Cuddle Seal lace, which will be arriving to us very soon.
So this color is brand new to us actually today. It actually just came in today. And so we called it Salmon. It has a little bit of an ivory background in there, not a pure white piece, but we think it's just really, it's fun and new. We haven't had a color called salmon before, so. Second color.
So this one here is salt and pepper. Also that two-tone look with grays and blacks.
It's all part of the printing process that gets these interesting color combinations. So we love it. And then this is called Rosewater, which I'm sure you all know. It does match really nicely with wood rose as well.
This one here is Simply Taupe, the perfect home deck colorway.
You know, all of these go with natural as well. Anything natural will match these really nicely. And this is Graphite. And then I think probably the number one so far is Cardinal.
It's Cardinal.
Look how pretty that is. That black, and it's pure black, it's not navy, and it's just so pretty. It just stands out amongst the crowd. I'm sure some of you remember our ridge in Cardinal. It's a very similar feel. My second favorite, well, maybe my third favorite, not sure, but my second favorite new item that we're doing is Wild Rabbit. So a lot of people, because some people have seen this already, and so they're asking, you know, what does this feel like? Well, Annette?
So this is going to be like Glacier. So it's that really, really plush, but with the embossing, that little bit of texture, it's perfect.
Silky.
It's so silky.
But just so soft. This one's called Sandshell. So it's definitely a combination of beigey tones, sand color tones. These go with lots of things. We didn't bring any extra pieces to go with it because there were so many choices that it just didn't seem right. But Sandshell is the first one. This one is
Driftwood?
9 iron. This is 9 iron, so it's a gray combination with a little bit lighter. This almost has like a cementish color to it. It's not really beige and it's not really silver. It's just kind of in between, and I think that's why it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. Silver lining.
This is Silver Lining, probably one of my favorite colors. There's going to be many different grays in this one. You'll see that a lot of the grays that we offer in the Luxe Cuddle solids will coordinate very nicely with these.
And if you're a fan of Silver Fox that has been in the line for a super long time, you're going to be a huge fan of this item. And this is where it all started with Wild Rabbit. This was the first piece that we had, and we call this Driftwood because it is a varying shades of browns, all the way from a really warm tone of brown to a very cool tone. If that got darker and darker, it would be almost chocolate. And then the background on it is a dark chocolate color. So I just think this is so pretty. It's so real looking, and it almost looks like a real fur, but we know it's not. And then the next one, are you ready? This is my favorite thing that we've come out with for a long time.
And I think it's your guys' favorite too.
Yeah, so far. Ta-da!
Snowy Owl.
So the greatest part about Snowy Owl is it sneaks this color out. So hopefully you're able to see this and you get the understanding of how this color just peeks out from below. This is such a pretty shade. I just love this one, and it's called Rosewater, which you are familiar with. But again, anything that's in that Rosewater family looks so pretty with it. So then one of the next favorites is Elderberry. And it's probably hard to see in the light that you're in right now, but those are plummy tones, and I just saw this paired with a berry. It was so
I'm
pretty.
sure that looked really nice.
So pretty. So, and then this is very natural in its color. It's not white, and it's not ivory. It's natural. So always natural will go.
So here's Basil, and so of course this one is going to look perfect with that new Glacier Basil. So we decided to add it along with.
Look how pretty the basil looks with it.
It's been very popular in Glacier, so you'll definitely see basil added into a few more things.
And then this is natural. This is where this particular one started, was natural. And we decided, even though it has a little familiarity with some of the other parts of the line, we still feel like it's its own self, and it turned out really, really great, I think. It goes so pretty with sand. Sand. It looks great. But you know what? I also saw it with some darker grays, and it was really pretty then too.
I'm sure it made that pop out a little bit more.
Yeah, it was really nice. And then the last one in this series,
This is mallard.
which everything mallard,
Will go nicely.
really nice. I even saw that some aqua sea was mixed with it. I thought that was
Okay.
really pretty with it as well. So that is the end of the new Luxe Cuddles -1. We have one that we've saved because it's something. Should we just lay this up on the table?
Yes.
This is something that we've had.
We've been working on this for such a long time.
I forget how long it's been. We've been working on it for so long, and I know you're going to be really excited when we tell you why this is different than everything else. So we're going to show you so that you get a feeling for why it's special. So this is
So meet Mirage 80, which is our very, very first wide 80-inch Luxe Cuddle fabric.
We're super excited about it. We're excited mostly because it's 80 inches wide, and that's what we've been working on for so long. So all the bedding pieces, possibly making sheets a lot easier to make now. There's a lot of things that it's going to make a lot easier to do, but also because it's so soft.
It's so soft.
You just can't believe how soft this is. And it's so, I don't know how it's weightless yet so soft.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. I'm in love with this. I think this is just a real yay.
I can't wait
Yay
for you
moment.
guys to feel
Me
this.
too. I feel the same. Feel absolutely the same. So we'll go through the colors real quick. We're missing just one color, which we'll just tell you what color that is when we get there. So first one, of course, is the favorite natural. So we did a natural shade, which I think if you don't know natural, you shouldn't meet natural. It's like the perfect shade between ivory and white. It's just perfect. So natural. Rose water, which I think is a great job on that. Of course, carnation. Cardinal. Mallard. The beautiful basil. This is sand. Take a quick look at that. Don't let that basic color pass you by. I think it's a really well done piece of sand. And you'll find that goes with a lot of things. And chocolate. Mustn't be without our chocolate. Evergreen. Midnight. Yes? Midnight, Annette? Yes, midnight. Ink. We're still meeting our new best friends. Viola. Plum wine. Plum wine's another one. It came out with the glacier, and if you don't know what plum wine is, so far I'm not feeling like plum wine shows as well on the videos as it is in person. In person, it is the deepest, richest wine color. I love it. Love, love, love it. So you'll see more of it. This one, I believe, is silver.
Silver.
Charcoal. Ooh, sideways. We made a funny out of that. So that's charcoal. Of course, black, what's always number one when there's multiple colors? Black.
Yes.
Always number one. But look at that. I mean, how shiny and gorgeous is that black? And last but not least is snow. And you know, snow is our whitest white. So whenever you're looking for a white color and you want the whitest white possible, you always go for snow. We do have one other thing that we want to tell you about. Well, two other things. We also did a new seal color called almond. And it's exactly what you would expect it to be, like the meat of the almond. And so it's a kind of a latte also is a similar color to it, but it's really pretty. And then we also came out with 15 new colors of C390, which both of these are on the website already, so you can go directly to the website and look at them and see what colors they are. They're all colors that we've never seen in C3 before, so it'll be really fun to see how they turn out in C390. It'll be gorgeous, of course. Thank you for your time today. We enjoyed being with you.
We really hope that you guys found this video very useful to view the fabrics this way.
So we have a little surprise today that we want to share with you.
We want to go ahead and introduce you guys to Abraham. He's the founder of Shannon Fabrics. Abraham, come in.
Come on in, Abraham.
Hello everyone, thank you for choosing Shannon Fabrics. We appreciated your business. God bless you all.
Bye everyone.
Bye.